Good evening, boys. It's 10:30 p.m. right now. I promised myself I would record this video. And afterwards, I still have to take a cold shower and journal. I've done most of my habits, including working out and recording this video for today. And today, when I left my house at 5:30 a.m., because my shift starts at 7 and it takes me about 1 hour to get there, every part of my body was aching, and it's cold as hell where I live in Amsterdam. And when the wind hits your face, when it's raining, your pants are wet, and you think to yourself, for the next 6 hours of my shift, I'm gonna have to work with wet pants outside with no motivation, while you see people online making thousands of euros through their coaching or whatever. But that didn't demotivate me at all. The me a year ago would have fallen, would have thought about how to cancel, how to call yourself sick, hoping for the bus not to come, and be weakened through the situation. But me, I thought, damn, that's a blessing. It's a blessing that I can go through this, test my own resilience, see how far I am in my journey, and identify what my weaknesses are. What a blessing it is to be outside, to be able to tell myself whether I'm all about it, whether I keep my word, or actually go home and understand that I'm not ready. I'm not ready to be teaching, I'm making this video, preaching about discipline. But guess what? I saw this as an opportunity. I almost got sick today, but who cares? My throat might be hurting. I'll still wake up early tomorrow. I don't care. Because I know that the pain I'll experience through my throat hurting while I'm talking right now, it doesn't matter even half as much as the fulfillment and progress I'll make by conquering the situation that's hard. But like I said, the version of me a year ago would have failed. Whereas me, I see this as a blessing. I understand that this is where growth is at. And in order to grow, it's not even so much about the situations that happen to you, it's more regarding about your reaction. The fact that it excites you because you're going through a situation so disgusting that your brain wants to escape and find a different solution, but you push through anyway. That's where you grow. That's where you understand. That's where you meet yourself. You don't meet yourself when it's easy and you're motivated to hit a workout and you drink this Red Bull or Monster to go hit a nice workout. That's not you, brother. You meet yourself most under pressure. And this is something that people say, but I learned this probably the last 6 months. What a blessing it is to understand, to be able to think back of the warmth that you feel at home and think to yourself, it's cold as hell, but I'm guaranteed that I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna starve. Even if I get sick, who cares? I'll lay down in bed for a day or two. What a blessing it is, man. And this is the magic of moving with purpose. The man who doesn't have purpose, the man who doesn't have a reason to push himself, is never gonna meet the version of himself who is willing to go through that stressful situation on purpose. It's all about your perspective. You know, everybody talking about this is happening to me, why do I have to do this, why do I have to work a job, this isn't like me, and everybody's just talking like life's happening to them. Me, literally 2 months ago, although I was disciplined, I was still waking up early, I was still hitting those cold showers, I thought to myself, working a job isn't for me because I hate it more than everybody else. Who cares if I actually do or not, bro? Who cares? I started the job because partially I need the money to invest myself for coaching so I understand how to teach you guys the lessons that I learn better. And the fact that I can't take a job, literally something that everybody does, whether they have discipline or not, it's a weakness. And I find motivation in conquering the weaknesses. And this is something that you can do too. All you need is a purpose. Because no matter how much you want to be disciplined and feel happy about yourself, if you don't have a purpose, then you don't have a reason to do something. Nothing is happening to you. Everything's happening for you. I have the opportunity to work, to earn the money, to invest in myself, become a better person, and make better videos. That's something that happens for me. I get the opportunity to work a job. I get the opportunity to use that to develop myself. Oh, why am I in such a terrible situation? I haven't made any money. Why is this happening to me? Why do I have no life? Brother, you are so damn selfish and entitled. So many people, just because they are able to make an account online and comment under any celebrity's post, they think they're so entitled to their opinion. They think they're so entitled to everything that they get. This is what's wrong with people. People will literally do something for once. And I was partially suffering from the same victim mentality as well. I did something nice for once. I cleaned my room for once, let's say. Or I cleaned the kitchen for once. And my mom came. I felt entitled for her to make me food right at that moment because I did something nice. I felt entitled to be able to play video games for 3 hours after that because I did something. You are not simply entitled just because you do something out of your comfort zone. Nobody cares what you do, what you think, what kind of special thing you do. Who cares? I work a job that I don't need to. I don't need to work a job to be able to pay for my food. That doesn't make me entitled to greatness. That doesn't make me entitled to get what I want to. Sure, it makes me closer, but nothing's guaranteed. That's what people don't understand. The greatness you receive depends on the value that you output. How much work I'm outputting, how much time I'm spending working, carrying boxes and helping with a warehouse. How much effort I'm putting in the gym, how much effort I'm putting into eating, how much effort I'm putting into articulating my discipline. And although on average, I will get a return on that way greater than what I input, that doesn't make me entitled. Maybe it takes me 5 years. Maybe it takes me 1 year. People are dying. People are drowning in comfort so much that they think doing anything uncomfortable makes them entitled to greatness. Dude, there's literally a father in Indonesia right now making $5 a day, working a 12-hour shift to be able to afford his family. I was recently talking to a dude. I'm not going to mention his name because I would low-key feel bad for him. He has terrible habits. He's trying to be better. He's definitely getting closer to God. Wakes up late. Sometimes goes to jobs, to work a shift, like part-time, whatever. Sometimes misses his workout. Sometimes doesn't work out at all for a week. And I was telling him about the goals that he has to set, specific goals. And he tells me, dude, I don't think making a habit as good as should come out of your heart. Brother, if someone who you would want to be like tells you to do something, you don't have to listen blindly and be like, yes, I will imply it. But at least understand, this dude knows something that I don't. So at least let me consider it. People are so stubborn because they're too scared to get hurt by whatever they thought was correct in their opinion. I could be there, sit there, and argue with them for hours. And by the way, the quote, it's hard to win an argument against a smart person, but it's impossible to win an argument against a dumb person, is completely correct. I will never sit down here and argue with someone who commented that what I'm saying is wrong and you don't need to be disciplined to be successful. Because I don't have the effort, I don't have the time, I don't have the energy. They can keep commenting that, boost my algorithm, so that more people who actually see my videos and support them can watch them. Thank you very much. But if somebody has something that you want to have, or has been through something that you would like to have, and he tells you to do something, don't disregard him. Because you might not understand what he's saying right now, because the current version of you might not have developed a vision enough to comprehend the depth of what he's talking about. But that doesn't mean that just because logically you can't comprehend the logic behind it, you should disregard it. If somebody has something that you want, listen. Because guess what? If you listen to everything they said, you would be in as exact position as he is. So many people confuse taking cold showers with the physical benefits that you actually see. I don't take a cold shower every day because I think that it makes my skin prettier and gets rid of whatever. I make it because I understand that the person I want to become takes a cold shower every day. The person I want to become wakes up at 4:25 every day, even if it feels like his throat is like sandpaper. Stop, brother, stop. Stop making excuses and keep self-reflecting. Self-reflect and understand. Understand yourself. Why does my brain not want to believe it? Do I not understand? Or is it harder for me to believe it? Because then I'm going to understand how far off I am of the goal that I want to achieve. Arrogance is a real thing. I made a video on, the video is genuinely one of my best videos. It's called How to Slaughter Your Arrogance. Great video. Summarizes basically, it talks about in depth what I've been talking about the past minute. Great. Watch that if you want to. Don't have to. I heard a quote the other day. So don't quote me on this. But it goes, the depth of your struggles determines the height of your success. As long as you work on something that you know will get you closer to your goals, it will always benefit you. There was a quote by, not a quote, rather a scene in the book Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill, published around, I think, in the 21st century, so pretty recently, but was written in the 1937, and it wasn't published because of the criticism it would get and the danger that Napoleon Hill's family would be put in through the book. And it's basically a conversation between the devil and the interviewer. And one thing that I've learned is, as long as you dedicate yourself towards a specific goal, your plan doesn't have to be perfect. If you want to build a business based on selling XYZ, and you think to yourself, I have to come up with the perfect plan. I have to spend the first 3 months just calculating my plan and saying when I have to do what. You're productively procrastinating. You know exactly that you don't have to do these things. You will always, always, always get to the point you want to be at through sheer consistency, execution, and self-reflecting. If you think that you're aiming the gun at somewhere, you want to be somewhere, you want to just hit the right mark, make 10,000 euros, 5,000 euros, 1,000 euros, then you're like, you don't even know if you're pointing at it correctly, just shoot. And this is something I heard by Justin Waller. He said, just shoot the gun because you will miss anyway, but at least you'll know by how much you missed so you can recalibrate the gun. This is what so many people aren't doing. They think they're supposed to prepare for that one shot, 6 months, literally watch videos 6 months on how to do something and never do it anyway. And then they're like, dude, 6 months, I've been trying for it for 3 years, haven't done anything, no money, no progress. No shit, because you're not doing what you're supposed to. Just shoot the gun. Do what's scary. That's what I do. Is it easy? No. Is it fulfilling? Hell yes. And that's what makes you happy. Fulfillment leads to happiness. The type of happiness that many of you watching want through drugs, parties, random casual relationships. If you came here to get that type of happiness, you're looking for the wrong place. The happiness you get from work is through fulfillment. Said it before, and I'll always say it again. I wish you guys good luck on your journey. As I promised, I will be uploading way more regularly. Every 2-3 days is my goal, but this is a promise I made myself, and I'm going to keep myself accountable so that I can be there for you guys to keep your frequencies up when you need it to be. When you're in a bad position, I want my videos to guide you. I want my videos to be there, at least even if I don't specifically describe your problem, for you to be able to absorb the frequency through the video and be like, yes, you know what? He didn't exactly tell me what I'm supposed to. He didn't exactly specifically help my case, but I feel damn motivated. I feel damn ready to get after it. I appreciate the 200 people watching. Thank you, boys. I'll see you in another video.